Hey, SRF here, and this is Hitman Absolution. Finally, after so many years that we waited, we finally got it. Alright, so this is actually just going to be a very quick, well, not that quick, but a very simple walkthrough of the very first mission, Prologue, a personal contract. So here I'm just going through and picking up the 3 different options we have here at the very beginning. And of course this is a bit of a tutorial section of the game right here, so it's very, very simple, and you're not scored on it in any way. They're basically walking you through, getting you somewhat used to the controls. And this here is on the Xbox. I also have it on the PC, just because I'm a fan. So what they've done, okay, I should state that this is on normal mode, and I highly suggest anybody picking this up for the first time and playing it, definitely go through it the first time on normal. And now what they've done really is they've changed the missions a lot. So now you don't have one specific task. By that I mean you don't have one target. Well, no, I should rephrase that. You do have specific targets, but you also have additional challenges to meet for each mission. Does that make more sense? Holy shit. Alright. So the first thing, it's point-based, score-based. So in order to get the top score, you have to complete all the missions first. All the little challenges first. And then you have to go back. So this is how they get you to keep playing. You know, replayability is very big in video games, obviously. So that is their way of getting you to play over and over. That and contracts, which we'll get to later. So in this, I'm going to actually show you quite a few of the challenges that you need to get, and they range from grabbing different suits to grabbing all these weapons that you see me picking up. And I'm going to show you where the elusive hammer is, because it seems people are having trouble finding that. So I found it and I'll show you later. What else? This mission, I haven't figured out how to do it suit only, no killing. I can do it, but I have to kill these 2 guys right here because they don't ever move. Once they're in that position, they're there forever. But the good thing about that challenge is it doesn't matter how many people you kill, you're still going to achieve that challenge. What else should I talk about? Silent Assassin, of course, is still there. The requirements are kind of weird at this point. I'll get to them in more detail in the upcoming missions, but so far it's seeming pretty well. Based on this mission, it's very, very linear. And when I say that, I mean if you've ever played or watched my Splinter Cell Conviction walkthrough, it's very similar to that. You have it's not a sandbox, in other words. You have to keep going along this very specific path, and that's it. You can't just wander around the map. And maybe they change that in the next few missions, but I have a feeling they don't, which really kind of sucks for me because I like to take my time and wander around, find the best way to do things, but it seems like they want to keep it very controlled. Yes, and again, you have to kill that guy. There's no absolutely no other way in there. You have to pull that guy out the window no matter what. What else should we talk about? Oh yeah, no map. I don't understand why. Well, I do, because they have instinct mode, which, as you'll see in this walkthrough, I don't even know if I actually use it. Probably don't. But, and on harder difficulties, it's not even there, so. Alright, now when we go through this door, it changes to scoring mode, basically, to give you an idea. So once we go through this door, you know, it's on. So I guess, as you can tell, I haven't played this mission on the Xbox. I did play it on the PC, and it is identical on the PC, just the movements are different. Like the buttons, I mean. And if you do really good in a certain section, you might as well go and use that save point. It doesn't hurt. But if you screwed something up, you can just keep going and then revert back to the save point. So they're kind of handy. But again, on harder difficulties, they're not even there, so. Now, to get one solid clean run and get the max points that you can't do it once. You can't play the game once. You have to play this mission over and over and over until you get all the challenges completed, and then you can go back and go for points. And it's kind of cool. It actually shows you where you are ranked in whatever it is, the world or North America or whatever it is. On PC, it's world rank, and I think on this one it's US and world. And here I'm trying to figure out how to holster the knife. Keep in mind, this is my very first, like, I put the disc in, turned it on, and started recording this mission. So I'm not familiar with the controls. I'm like, how the hell do I put this thing away? Finally figured it out. And we'll use that radio later on, I'll show you, for one of the challenges. And I'm probably going to do a blooper reel for all my little stupid screw-ups, because they're usually pretty funny, and I get a pretty good response from you guys when I do that. Now, I wouldn't mind this kitchen in my house. Okay, so we're waiting for this guy to get sick. And he always goes to the same spot. I had quite a debate in my head as how to best show you these missions, and I still haven't come up with the perfect way yet. I mean, because you have to do all the challenges, and some people may not figure out all the challenges. I feel that I have to show you those, and I want to. See, there's one right there. Damn good coffee. But then I would also like to give you one solid walkthrough of Silent Assassin on purist mode, because that will be the most difficult. And there's King J Colt 45. So I haven't quite figured out the best way to do that, because I don't want to make 50 movies for one mission. But then again, I don't want each video being 30 minutes long, because I showed you all the challenges and then went back and did a Silent Assassin run, because that would be ridiculous. Nobody wants to watch 3 hours worth of Hitman videos. So I'll figure something out that's maybe hopefully more creative, or I don't know, something anyway. And I should also mention, at this point you're pretty much done. The mission is pretty much over. Right now we're just going to go and shoot Diana and have a little chat with her, and then we do a little, I'm gonna cut that out because I don't, because they worked hard on the cinematic scenes like this, and you should go and buy the damn game and play it. And I don't want to spoil it. Now this is the only last thing that we can do here. Hey Maya, how you doing? My pup came to visit. Yeah, so this is kind of neat, and it's very, very Splinter Cell Conviction-ish. We can just set up our targets one by one, and then we execute it once we're done. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking anyway, but it's pretty much ripped right out of Splinter Cell Conviction. And then this is the finale right here, when we walk through here. Sorry, we have to pick the lock first. And then we go and visit our little girlfriend here and get her out to safety. Alright, stay tuned. I'll show you all the other clips at the end. Alright, so the first challenge that wasn't in the original video is this one, Modern Art. Basically, you shoot the standout of the modern art, and if you're lucky, it will fall and kill a couple of the guards. Very simple. Next one is the all-elusive hammer that it seems a lot of people can't seem to find this. So I'm showing you where it is. It's right below the modern art. Right here. Easy. Then we go and kill somebody with it. Oh, and I only choked him down. I didn't get to bash him. Sorry. Bye-bye. Alright, next. This was not a challenge, I just kind of liked it. Thought it was pretty cool. And here I'm going, why isn't this guy dying? Oh, subdue, I get it. Push the right button, you dummy. Alright, so we drag any particular body. Oh, you have to, should have mentioned that before. That's one of the suits that we need that we didn't get in the original video. Outside guard suit. But what I really wanted to show you was this. And you probably found it already. This only fits one body in it at a time, unless you turn it on. And now you can put another body in there if you want. Not a challenge, I just thought it was a nice little addition. Alright, this one is called Extra Spicy, I believe it is called. And basically you just put the pills in the pot. And the chef will come back and eat them. And he won't feel very good afterwards. You also kind of want to put some in here, which you're going to need to get the key card. And then basically we just have to wait for the chef to try out his, I'm guessing it's sauce of some sort. And then he gets sick. Same goes for the head card over here. He's going to drink his coffee and he's going to get sick. Killing two birds with one stone. And as you can see, the chef's not feeling so hot right now, which is great because we're going to take his suit, because it is the last suit we need. So there, we got Extra Spicy, and we just took his suit, and there we go, Chameleon. We tried on all our disguises for that achievement. Alright, and this last one here is basically you just wait for the dude to walk over and start messing with the piano, shoot the stilt out, and there you go, play it again. That's the last challenge you need for this one. And that's our first walkthrough, and as always, thanks for watching.